had, I guess if he guessed, he had a 1 in 9 chance of guessing correctly. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's absolutely crazy. And yes, this is my sarcastic voice for those of you who are new to the channel. Pepega donates Monkaes Omega.
This is a partial list of the commercial diving fatalities over the past 15 years. All have one common cause: Delta P. 2 out of 3 commercial diving fatalities involve Delta P. It is invisible to a diver, and it strikes suddenly, without warning.
Delta P.
There is almost no way to escape once it grabs you. Knowing what it is, where it lurks, and how to avoid its grasp is the subject of this video.
Don't smash it, okay? Don't smash it!
Thank you for the bits, Mr. Sir Cookie Monster. Envy, Wink, Chat, and Forsen. You look cute today.
Delta P stands for differential pressure. Our discussion refers to situations where the pressures between 2 bodies of water are dramatically different. In a situation like this, the bodies of water continuously seek to equalize themselves. In this example, the body of water on the right wants to rush to the body of water on the left by means of the pipe between them. The pressure exerted on the valve stopping this water transfer can be enormous, depending on the difference in the depths of the water and the diameter of the pipe. If the difference between the depth of water is 50 feet and the diameter of the pipe is 10 inches, the force of water exerted on the valve is nearly 1,700 pounds. If the valve was suddenly opened and your arm was near, it would be sucked into the hole instantly.
That's a lot.
Trying to remove your arm would be like trying to lift a car completely off the ground with one hand. You could only remove your arm if the pressures between the 2 bodies became nearly equalized. But at the pressure in this example, your body makes a perfect seal, stopping the bodies of water from equalizing. The formula for calculating the force of water through a hole at a particular depth is the area of the hole multiplied by the difference in water depth multiplied by the psi per foot of water depth. Or, in the situation just described,
of course,
the 10-inch hole equals 78 square inches times 50 feet of water depth times 0.432 psi per foot of freshwater depth equals 1,685 pounds of water pressure. If you are diving in salt water, be sure to use 0.445 psi in your formula instead. You can't see or feel a Delta P situation as you dive near it.
Crab.
It grabs you suddenly, and it doesn't let go until the pressure is equalized. When it's got you, it's got you. As you watch the following recreations of actual Delta P incidents,
so people died
ask
from
yourself
getting
if you
sucked
have,
into
on occasion,
pressure differences.
ventured into situations without being thoroughly prepared. Diver 1 enters the water behind the dam structure in order to clean the strainer of the dam's drain. When the drain is cleared, the tremendous force of rushing water through the drain grabs hold of Diver 1, sucks him partially inside, and traps him. Diver 2 enters the water to help Diver 1 and becomes trapped also. Diver 3 enters the water to rescue Divers 1 and 2, and after 40 minutes returns to the surface with both divers. They are dead. Diver 3 was hospitalized for injuries suffered in the rescue attempts.
What injuries though? Probably
a scuba diver was repairing a pool bottom at a depth of 10 feet. He came close to the open pool drain and was drawn against it. His body made a perfect seal against the drain. He was diving alone and had no tender at the surface. No one knew he was trapped. He ran out of air and drowned. Two scuba divers entered a water tower to unclog a drain. Using a fire hose to blast away the silt and mud that was clogging the drain suddenly opened. A great suction immediately occurred. Diver 1 was pulled into the drain.
I just feel like they should know
Visibility
about this,
was
right?
zero. Diver 2 did not know that this had occurred. Diver 2 surfaced, thinking Diver 1 had already come up. Diver 2 made repeated but unsuccessful attempts
but
to
if you're
find
doing
it.
this shit, you should know
Diver
the risk
1
doing
ran
this
out of
shit,
air
you know what I mean?
and died. Neither diver was tethered to the
Like
surface,
if you're
had communication with the
paid
surface,
to
or
remove this
with
shit.
each other. A surface-supplied diver was working offshore in 86 feet of water on a well re-entry project. He was using a drill string to hook a trash cap inside a 13-inch well casing. The first attempt failed to catch the cap. The diver was asked to stand by the hole to make sure the string caught the cap. He reported when he saw the cap was hooked and began to leave. The drill string was pulled to the surface rapidly. Because the cap was nearly the size of the casing, a great suction developed. As the cap came free, the rushing water grabbed the diver and forced one leg into the hole, up to the pelvis. The diver was killed. Diver 1 enters the water at a hydroelectric generation plant. His assignment is to seal off leaks in a large gate valve. The three-person dive team is assured by the plant's operating personnel that the gate valve is closed. Diver 1 surfaces and reports that he thinks the valves are open. The winch is started and closes the valve. A 30-inch sluice gate is manually cranked shut. The dive team questions the plant personnel. The valve indicator shows the valve not fully closed. Plant personnel reply that the indicator is never correct, and typically the valve is cranked until tight. Diver 1 re-enters the water, convinced that everything is okay. In a few moments, he begins to scream. The dive supervisor tries to contact Diver 1 on the intercom. The tender and supervisor pull the lifeline and umbilical. Both have broken from their attach points. The gates are cycled open while waiting for the rescue divers. 2 attempts by the company diver failed to locate Diver 1. 12 hours later, Diver 1's body is recovered.
Recommendation, okay. Well, that's just... Alien Please Man. How's this?
Masi 2 tulani nonke 3 3lani nonke 4 4lani nonke 5 5ani nonke 6 6ani nonke 7 7ani nonke 8 8 amjita 9 nami ngefuna 10 wothenge yakho. Namasi 2 tulani nonke 3 3lani nonke 4 4lani nonke 5 5ani nonke 6 6ani nonke 7 7ani nonke 8 8 amjita 9 nami ngefuna 10 wothenge yakho.
Now you count, chat. 1 for you nonke 2 Sevani nonke What the fuck is the kid driving? Fuck.
Umziwasha, bega paya,
looked at when Forsen first used the boat strat in Minecraft.
Oh.
She has to balu peshe udu taide waye te wini kibeli ashi efagu pa pesi kogwe nudu taide la she has to balu peshe udu taide.
Alright, now you know something, I guess. SJ Hills for 4 years, man. Enjoying the badge. Kappa Pride Edition. Is it still Pride Week? I don't even know. Dev Donut Donuts and